And you know what we do at 4 o'clock.
Now, Gimme More at 4 with Sylvana Kelleher.
Because you can never get enough.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to start this thing off by angering Ricky Bowe because, as you may know, it's one of my favorite things to do on and off the air. And, you know, mentioning this certain word when it comes to Major League Baseball really gets him going. And it just so happened that an error has now been ruled and now will be changing Trea Turner's 1,500th career hit. So if you miss it, earlier today at around 11 a.m., it has been released that Trea Turner's 1,500th career hit is no longer the home run. Major League Baseball has now awarded him an infield hit from Sunday that was previously ruled an error. So no longer the home run because they have changed a hit, or they've changed an error to a hit.
Of course they did, because Major League Baseball is fraudulent. They're fraudulent. They're a joke, and they just continue to do it every single day. This is the biggest farce, and fans should be pissed because they change this stuff all the time. And it's not just for the team, but there's been quite a few against the team. They undermine what defense means to baseball, and I think it's pathetic. And those little twirly heads up there with the helicopters on their heads, they're all
That's what you imagine?
They're all a bunch of idiots that work in that office.
All right, well, I'm just curious, Ricky, because this is obviously...
Helmets. Tell us how you really feel, Ricky Bowe.
This is August 20th. I mean, this is Wednesday. This error is now a hit. That's from Sunday.
Yeah, they're pieces of garbage.
So why did we just find out this on Wednesday when, I mean... This,
so now Trea's 1,500 hit was not actually a home run, correct?
No, because the home run was on Monday, right?
So they screwed him, too.
Yes, they did. Absolutely,
Yeah.
they did. I mean, now his...
I don't know how they screwed him. They gave him another hit.
They gave him another hit, but it's way, it's way less cool.
He thought his 1,500.
Because I'm sure Trea Turner. I'm sure Trea Turner's losing sleep over the fact that now I have more than 1,500. But
yeah,
man,
but
that 1,500 wasn't a home run.
But it was something to talk about.
It was something special.
Who took Trea Turner as to hit a home run that game?
Was that you?
No. Like, does that go away?
Oh, that was me.
Doesn't that go away?
No, it was still a home run. It just that it wasn't his 1,500th hit.
Yeah,
Yes.
kind of a joke.
I mean, yeah, this was very...
Why does everybody else feel like this is okay? Why do I feel like the only one that voices my opinion?
Because it's one of those things where it's not okay, but it's like if you say something, nothing's going to happen. So
I know nothing's going to happen, but I want people out there to know that it's an absolute joke.
Well, I think something might happen to you. I feel like one of these days you're going to start getting a letter from Major League Baseball.
So what? I have freedom of speech.
I know some people have texted
Bill,
and said
you're
that
a
they're
lawyer.
concerned he's going to get a
Correct.
letter.
It's protected by the First Amendment.
There you go.
All right, perfect then. Now we're keeping it on with the baseball theme because something interesting happened last night with our San Diego Padres. Now, that's a joke, obviously, not our San Diego Padres. There was an interesting incident that happened last night. So last night, there was a fan that ran onto the field during the Padres game, but it's a little bit different than your average fan running onto the field and getting tackled because this kid was a kid. This was a minor. Definitely under 18, most certainly under 16. Not a for sure age, but I were to guess, probably be 10 to 12 area. But this young kid ran on to the field. One security guard grabbed him. Another one actually completely tackled him.
Well, that's not as bad as tasering him like we did here in the city.
Yeah, we did. We got that was like back in 2008 or 9, right?
Andrew,
they
you remember
zapped
that?
some guy.
Yeah.
When they tasered that kid in the outfield?
Yep.
Yeah, he got zapped.
Well, just so you know, the
They don't play
tackle
around.
was not handled lightly by the fans. A lot of people were booing because the kid was literally tackled. If you watch the video, it's on John Boy Media on X or Twitter. The kid is very tiny. He's barely even running. He's not running that fast, and he still gets tackled.
Wait, how old was he? We don't know.
We don't know, but he most certainly, if you're looking at him, this kid is like 10 years old, 12 maximum age.
That's on the parents right there, man.
They had to make an
Absolutely.
example.
Absolutely, it's on the parents.
Parents can't let that kid on the field like that.
Absolutely not. They can't.
Now, Jason Adam actually had a reaction because he saw him getting tackled, and his reaction is on TV, and he's going like he kind of gasped, and he goes, "Oh."
Yeah,
because
well,
it tackled a little kid.
don't jump on the field.
Yeah.
You know the rules.
Yeah, you do know the rules.
There's something to be said for that. Don't jump on the field.
Absolutely. You should not jump on the field. And I'm sure this kid has seen what happens to other people that do jump on the field.
You
And
should-
it's sometimes
We
worse
got to
than what
be
happened to
careful.
him.
Like,
You should have seen what they used to do at the vet. Dude, we were in the bullpen. They would take them right up the tunnel right there. Man, it wasn't pretty.
remember there was
Put him in a headlock.
there was the
Oh no, a lot worse than that.
there was the court underneath the
yeah,
vet,
right,
remember?
right.
Yeah,
But
but
then
no, this was for jumping on the field. They would get him and then drag him up the tunnel. It was bad.
Yeah. Well, you can't.
Well-
Listen, in today's world, though, all seriousness, in today's world with all the crazy stuff that goes on, you don't know what people's agenda is when they jump onto that field.
You're
Like, you got to
100%
take
right.
them down.
Okay.
You don't know what they're doing.
But it gets
100%.
worse. So this happened in the 8th inning, the top of the 8th, it looks like, and another fan jumped onto the field in the 9th inning, running through the outfield, also tackled by security. It didn't look like fans really were objected to the tackling of this kid, though reports say that it looked like it was another child that had jumped onto
What in the
field. It
world
was
is
another
going
kid.
on out there?
It
I
was a
thought so.
girl. She looks a little bit older. She might not be a minor, if I were to guess. But, yeah, 2 fans in the span of, like, an inning is rather crazy.
Yeah, it's a I hate it.
Kids
It's a
don't do
selfish
it.
move.
It's terrible.
Kids
I
don't
thought,
Plays
do
the
it.
game. I hate it.
I thought Sil was going to say it. They scissor kicked the other kid in the back of the head.
Yeah.
The way that she played it.
What else you got, Sil?
All right, so final story. If you love shrimp and you've been eating it lately, you might want to lay
I
off
heard
the
about
shrimp for a little bit. So a couple of weeks ago, there was a story out there that radioactive wasps had a nest that was found in South Carolina that tested for 10 times the safe amount of radioactive exposure. No wasps were found in the nest. But now the FDA is warning the public not to eat, sell, or serve certain great value raw frozen shrimp sold at Walmart due to possible contamination.
Interesting, Bill.
With
You're
a
not talking
radioactive
correctly today. You all
isotope.
right?
You know what's funny?
You had shrimp.
We had shrimp last night for dinner.
Was it from Walmart?
Was it from Walmart? And was
No,
it frozen?
it was probably from.
You're saying probably. You don't know. You might be radioactive.
That's why Ricky.
radioactive.
Touch some electricity. See what happens.
This
See,
is
that's why Ricky and I
terrifying.
stick to Fogo de Chao.
That's right.
All right, I
Exactly.
gotta check with the wife. Good stuff, Sil,
Keep
as
it
always.
keep it with fresh shrimp, I'd say, for now. No frozen.
Yeah,
fresh,
no
not
frozen
frozen.
shrimp.
What's up, everybody? It's Bill Colarulo from Unfiltered with Ricky Bo and Bill Colarulo. Thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel because we post a ton of content. It's not just what you hear on air. We're posting content all day long. We do some things before the show, after the show, even stuff during the show. So subscribe, like, do whatever you got to do. We got all this content coming to you every single day.